Title: This Man Disappeared Without a Trace, and No One Knows Why. It was a crisp autumn evening in October 2017 when 34-year-old Daniel Whitmore walked out of his apartment in Seattle, Washington. A man of routine, Daniel was known for his structured life: work at an accounting firm, gym in the evenings, and home by 8 p.m. But that night, he never returned. His disappearance remains one of the most baffling cases in recent history. Daniel was last seen leaving his workplace at 6:15 p.m. Security footage shows him exiting the building, dressed in his usual business casual attire, carrying his leather briefcase. At 6:37 p.m., a convenience store camera captured him buying a bottle of water and a granola bar. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Then at 7:02 p.m., he was spotted near his apartment complex by a neighbor, who later reported that Daniel appeared distracted, even slightly agitated. It was the last confirmed sighting of him. When Daniel failed to show up for work the next day, his colleagues grew concerned. By noon, his supervisor called his parents, who lived in Oregon. Alarmed, they contacted the Seattle Police Department, who conducted a welfare check at his apartment. Inside, everything was as it should be. His wallet, keys, and phone were neatly placed on the kitchen counter. His laptop was open but inactive. There were no signs of forced entry or a struggle. It was as if he had stepped out for a moment, only to vanish completely. As investigators combed through his life, a few puzzling details surfaced. His car was parked in its usual spot, untouched. His bank account remained unused. No withdrawals, no suspicious transactions. His phone records showed no unusual calls. The last call he made was to his mother the night before, a casual check-in with no sign of distress. His work emails contained no indication of trouble, just regular client correspondence. Then came the most unsettling clue. A security camera from a residential street, about 2 miles from his home, captured what appeared to be Daniel walking aimlessly at 1:43 a.m. His clothing was the same, but his briefcase was missing. He looked disoriented, occasionally glancing over his shoulder as if being followed. After a few moments, he walked out of frame. He was never seen again. Over the years, various theories have emerged to explain Daniel's mysterious disappearance. 1. A voluntary vanishing act? Some believe that Daniel may have chosen to disappear, but why? His job was stable, he had no known debts, and those close to him insist he was content. A psychological evaluation conducted a year prior showed no signs of mental distress. Foul play. Was Daniel targeted? His family insists he had no enemies. However, former colleagues mentioned he had recently uncovered discrepancies in the company's financial records. Nothing too serious, but enough to raise eyebrows. Could he have stumbled upon something he wasn't supposed to? 3. Amnesia or medical emergency? Another possibility is that Daniel suffered an undiagnosed medical condition, leading to disorientation and eventual disappearance. But why would he remain missing for so long, with no hospital records or sightings? 4. A paranormal explanation. Some online forums have even suggested a more bizarre theory, that Daniel was a victim of something inexplicable, an encounter that defies logical explanation. While these claims are unfounded, they highlight just how eerie his vanishing truly is. Despite extensive searches, media coverage, and ongoing investigations, Daniel Whitmore's fate remains unknown. No new leads have surfaced, no body has been found, and no definitive answers exist. His parents continue to hold out hope that one day he will walk through the door, or that some clue will finally reveal the truth. Until then, his case stands as one of the most perplexing unsolved disappearances in modern history. What do you think happened to Daniel Whitmore? Leave your theories in the comments below.